Good morning, bucket getters. This is Bucketsopedia, where they love talking buckets with me. I'm the host, Coach E, Cooker Man E, and we're going to talk about last night's playoff games. Let's get into it. So the first game we're going to talk about was how the Bucks was able to get into the win column against the Indiana Pacers. Easily, the standout player was Gary Trent Jr., but we don't want to miss out on the teachable moments. Watch how Gary Trent Jr. is magnetized to the ball.
Adetokounmpo draws two. Trent will fire.
Right? He doesn't get in the way of the basketball. A lot of youth players find ways to get in the way of basketball players. Or if you play LA Fitness, you see players get in the way of each other all the time. No, he has spatial awareness. And you can tell this is something that they practice, which all players should practice. But it comes natural for some. Giannis drives to the baseline. You see him drive to the baseline. Salute to Giannis, because he came out in the game being aggressive.
Through the first two games. Off one leg. Yeah. Late. Here comes Giannis storming in for the finish and the foul.
And under control. Attacking the basket. Didn't settle for threes last night. Shot 9 for 10 from the free throw line. So you could tell what his mindset was. He was coming to win. So players like that, when they drive to the baseline, they're going to make the right play when the defense collapses on them. So Gary Trent Jr. rotates around the three-point line. Doesn't have to do much, but he does have to do what he practiced, and you could tell he practiced it because of the confidence he got when he received the basketball, stepped into his shot, and knocked it down. Now, in the second half, the flurry continued.
Trent, catch, fire, you bet!
This time, Portis was the guy who rotated around. Porter cuts to the lane like he's supposed to, and you can see the Bucks being in sync. Porter points to Portis. I don't know if Giannis saw Porter, but they know that they practiced this. You can just tell this. And Gary Trent Jr. is actually the second person on the rotation. Ball finds him. He knocks it down. These are the things that help you win. This is winning basketball. So I had to point this out. Anytime you play solid defense like this play.
Do this in their series against Cleveland last year.
Trent on the steal. Here's Giannis. Trent wide open. You bet!
And then you hustle down the court in transition. That's where you're supposed to be sprinting at. Catch it. You practice like you play, and you play like you practice. That's where your confidence is. Another play, last play, because this game was decided really, really early on. Watch how Gary Trent Jr. hustles in transition to get in the view of the ball handler.
Of Siakam also talked about the value of his experience. Giannis off the steal. Nemar tips it. Trent, you bet!
He steps in and knocks it down. So I'm super excited to see what's going to happen. The energy was there. The home crowd was there. Bucks was out getting buckets. Indiana's going to have to respond. It's 2-1 Bucks. Let's go.